this is the Osmo 360 camera that DJI sent me to check out. It's been out for a little while now and I've just been shooting little things with it, trying to work out the best way to get shots with it that I'm happy with. And I gotta say, it's a super fun camera to use. I don't really get sent too much stuff like this to test. The footage grades up really nice. The 13.5 stops of dynamic range is amazing for a camera that's this size. It has 1-inch 360 imaging, f1.9 lens, shoots 8K 360. But as a filmmaker, who is this camera for? Or why would you want to use a camera like this? Man, as much as I like using really nice cameras, I have an Alexa 35 and tons of other camera shit. More and more, I love the simplicity of these little cameras. They've just gotten so good now that if you apply the same filmmaking techniques that you would use for high-end cameras, like thinking about where the lighting's coming from, compositions, color grading, you can get a really good looking image out of these cameras with the unique perspective that the 360 gives you. And there's shots like this that you can't really do by yourself on a normal camera. You would need a lot of crew and rigging. I mean, I don't even think you could do a shot like this on a traditional camera. So if you're filming stuff by yourself, you can really elevate the production value. So for me, I film YouTube videos by myself sometimes, or if I'm on set, I want to get some behind the scenes shots, I can just attach this to the side of the camera, and then later on I can reframe and find the shot that I want to use for the behind the scenes footage. So we're in the DJI Studio app and you have all these controls on the side here where you can adjust the field of view or the correction angle if you want to flatten the image out a little bit. Or you can just kind of grab the image around with the mouse and put it where you want it. And then if I want the camera to do a move, what I do is down here, I'll add a keyframe at the start. Say I want it to start like this, and then once it gets to here, I'll add another keyframe. And then I want the camera to zoom out at this point and maybe do a roll around. And I'll play that back from the start. And it'll do the shot. And you can change the speed of how that transition goes and all sorts of stuff over here. It's really easy to use. It's just that the options are kind of endless. I don't normally work in this kind of way. And it's cool how many shots and exports you can get from one camera angle. So then you export it from there and then you take it into your editing program. And a shot like this where we're looking into the sun, which is just clipping a little bit, but once I apply the grade I've done, it's still, I think it looks really filmic and it's not falling apart or anything. It's like, you can really push the colors of the image around a lot more than what I thought you could. Another reason I would use this as a filmmaker is on location scouts, which is something you do all the time, like recording a 360 space. You can take photos or take videos on your phone, or some people use the LiDAR scanning, room scanning app, which, I mean, I've used that a few times before, but they're not good. It takes ages to slowly scan around the space, and then you get this shitty looking 3D image that you can kind of scroll around in. With this, you can just walk around the location with the camera and keep chatting to people and not to worry about what you're shooting. And then later on when you're reviewing the footage and you have all the time in the world to think about what you want to do, like where do you want to put the camera or where you want to put the lights, you can sort of scan around any part of the space and go, you know, maybe we can put a camera over here, or maybe we can put some lighting equipment over here. And you haven't missed any areas of the space, which is something that you might do if you're just shooting photos on your phone or on a camera. So it gives you a good overview of everything. All right, I want to try and use this external microphone to avoid the wind sounds. On a lot of the other riding clips, I just used the inbuilt camera mic and it doesn't hold the sound very good, even with the wind noise reduction setting on high. So I'm going to try a few different camera placements with the mic. Hopefully it picks up the sound, but it blocks the wind noise. I also picked up some of these lens protectors to go on it. I'll use them if I'm riding my bike or skateboard or it's in like harm's way, and then any other time I'll just have them off. So the one thing this camera doesn't have is ND filters. So these just clip in over the lens. And I'm thinking surely soon DJI is just going to be able to make these ND filters. I don't see why not. Then you'll be able to lower the shutter speed and have real motion blur. So overall it's been a super fun camera to play around with, and I'm hopefully shooting a little documentary overseas at the end of the year in Indonesia. So I'm going to take this and my DJI Action 5, the new mini mics that they have with it, you know, small gear, because we need to travel light. We're going into remote places. So I think it's going to be really cool for that. We'll get some interesting angles. All right, that's all I got for this one. Thank you so much for watching.